Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the VIOFO A119 Dashcam. Prepare to have your socks blown off. I'm holding this out of the camera view because this is not part of it. This is just a battery because I wanted to sort of be able to bring this close to the camera. This is a dash cam. This is a very compact, feature-rich 2K dash cam with GPS. That's what this extra block here is on the back. For, wait for it, $90 right now. It's on sale on GearBest, which I did provide a link in the description box below. It's on sale for 10 days. When you're viewing this, probably 9 days. $89.90. You're getting a extraordinary dash cam. Now when I say 2K, I'm talking about 1440p at 30 frames a second. I could do 1080p at 60 frames a second. And again, it's GPS logging, so it can, if you wish, figure out and display the speed and the latitude and longitude there on the bottom. And also you could use special software which doesn't come with this. There's aftermarket software that you could use that can pull that information and sort of superimpose your position on a map, while you can also see your video that you're taking. But that's sort of out of the scope of this review. What we're reviewing is this extraordinarily priced GPS car dash cam. This is the box that it came in. Very nice box, nothing cheap about it. I don't know if you want to go ahead and freeze the video and read all that, but go for it. GPS logging optional. There is a version of this without the GPS block on the back, and usually that's about $10 cheaper. But we're reviewing the one with the GPS because it's dropped in price to what the one without it is. So if you order now, order information. It is made in China and it's shipping from China. Now the box, a lot of the cardboard I already took out, and but it was wrapped in the dash cam because I actually tested it. I got video coming up of day and night. Really good quick start guide, a very, very long cable, so you could sort of go all the way around your windshield, so you power all the way to the windshield and back. This was over the lens, so make sure you take the plastic off of your screen and the lens. There's your power plug, and I like that it's not a permanently attached plug. I like it when the USB, because if you already have one of these or a double or whatever, which by the way this is a double in there, but if you have your own already, you could just use that and then plug this in. And it's mini USB, not micro, so that's the slightly bigger plug. I wish it was micro, but it's mini. That's my one con. You got some extra double-sided sticky tape there, another shorter cable. I think this is so you could transfer from the unit to your computer if you don't have a card reader, and some things to secure the cable if you don't want to tuck it in. And this is the mount that you could use if you don't want to use the GPS portion. So there you go. Just go ahead and throw this all in here. Here's the unit. You can see it has a very nice 2-inch screen. Very easy to see, non-reflective. You can see how it's sort of matte finish. You have some buttons, your power button, menu button, record, mic. It has a microphone and a speaker, so for playback you could hear things, and also you could decide whether or not you want it to record the audio in your video. So see, when I hit mic, you can see the mic gets an X through it, so you could hit that button. This here, make sure that you save a video. If an accident happens, you could hit this button and purposely save a splice of video, because you can set this up to loop and it could take sections. You know, every couple of minutes it will create a new MP4 video, you know, and you could decide on what size. And we'll go through the menu real quick. So it has all those features that you would normally have in a dash cam. You can have an AV out right here. There's your micro USB or mini USB on the unit, or if you're using the GPS portion, it just sort of I guess I'm going to go ahead and take this off because it does come separate. We'll okay, what's the trick there? You can see what it does there. There we go. That's how that works, and it has a separate plug right there. That's where you plug it in. Again, mini USB. There's the lens. You can see it has an anti-reflective coating on there. You can pivot it up and down, and look at that, side to side. So lots of flexibility in the mounting. So you would mount this up on your windshield just like that, and then you would adjust this guy to point outward, and this would be up on your windshield, and you'd be looking at it. I like that. If you notice on the back here, by the way, they would be double-sided sticky right here, but I had to remove it from my windshield after I got done testing it, so no more double-sided sticky over here. But if you notice, all black. So nothing sort of stands out on your windshield when you mount this. I don't like it when your unit is silver or some weird color. It's just black. It doesn't stand out. It's hidden real good near the top of your windshield. It does a very nice job just staying covert, which I like. So before we go any further, what I'd like to do is go ahead and show you video because this thing could sell itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at video. So what you're looking at now is a nighttime shot of coming up on and going over the Thomas Johnson Bridge. And you can see how well it's handling low light situations. It can handle really good low light situations because it has a it has an f1.8 lens, which means it has a very large opening. The lens is letting in a lot of light, so I can see really good. And it has a 160-degree field of view, so very wide, very bright. Let's go ahead and go to a daytime view. And you can see it does awesome daytime view also. Now these videos were both taken in 1080p, 30 frames a second. It didn't I didn't think of going up any higher, even though it can go to 1440p, because I'm posting this video onto YouTube at 1080p. So going up higher doesn't really do any good. And the GPS functionality you can see on the bottom of the video: speed, lat, long, and you could change other things that are down there, like what it right now it just has the name of the GPS. But you could tailor that to whatever you want. Alright, let's come back. So other things, this does not have a battery inside it. So if you unplug it, it's going to turn off in like a couple of seconds. It's because it uses a capacitor instead of a battery. The good thing about using a capacitor over a battery is it runs cooler. But more importantly, batteries have a limited number of charges and recharges. Usually about 400 times for lithium, and then it's no longer going to function. Fortunately, this uses a capacitor. It will outlast the unit, I guarantee it. So it's a capacitor style model. Also, as far as chipsets are concerned, this is the Novatek 96660. That's 96660 chipset, and it uses the OV 4689 4-megapixel sensor, the optical sensor that's behind that lens. So there's your chipset optical sensor. They're both very, very good. You can see that the video is very, very smooth because you got state-of-the-art chipsets in there, especially in this price range. Again, it records in MP4 format. Has motion detection, auto start. So as soon as you turn your car on, it gets powered, automatically starts up. You turn your car off, it turns itself off. It has looping function and G sensor. And it saves the video on a micro SD card that goes in right there. Not included, but it can handle up to a 64 gig card. So make sure you purchase one of those separately. And that's really it in a nutshell. So I'd like to just go ahead and show you the menu if you're still with me. Right now it's recording. You can tell by a little red thing blinking right there, recording. You could pause it by hitting that record button. maybe if I hit the record button again, there we go. So it stopped video taping right there. I'm going to go ahead and go into the menu, and right there is where you change the resolution of your screen. I'm not going to go into every one of these menus because I don't want to make a very long video, but you go up and down these menus with these two buttons. I brought up the menu by hitting that button, by the way. And then if you want to go deeper into, let's say, resolution, in this case you hit the middle button there, which is the alert button, and you could choose different resolutions in this case. So let's go ahead and back out. You can see I have a looping feature. What this enables you to do is you could have it where it just takes one big video, which would be off, or you could have it take 1 minute clips, which would just be one after the other sequentially, or 2 minute, or 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. Kind of neat. Actually, I like my loops. 3 minutes. You could adjust exposure value. That's I forgot what that is. Some sort of definition, something. I don't know. It improves color or something like that. That WDR. You could do time-lapse record, which is pretty cool. Let's say you're traveling across the country, you could just do a time-lapse across the whole thing, which is pretty cool. Motion detection is if you keep this powered and it's in your car, if it sees something move on this, something moves on the screen, like someone walks in front of it or gets in your vehicle and starts messing with it, it's going to videotape automatically. So, now we have a lane departure warning, so I could actually see the lines in the picture on the road and can tell you if you're getting out of your lane. It has forward collision warning. These are advanced features that you pay $1,000 for to come with a car. When you buy a car and you get those lane departure and forward collision alarms and everything, you pay $1,000 on it. You're getting it free here in your dash cam. Kind of cool. Screensaver. I'm going to go ahead and turn on. You could see you have a lot of different choices. So you could say 30 seconds in this case. And what'll be is when you get power and it first comes up, you'll see what the camera sees, and then in this case 30 seconds it will go black, because you don't really need to watch your screen while you're driving. You just know it's working. So this concludes my video of the VIOFO A119. Definitely worth $90. I'll tell you, you can see how nice the video looked on this, and I really like the ergonomics of this thing, how it just works out in your vehicle, how it just sits, so it would just up on your dashboard just like that, and you would be seeing the screen. It's just up there high. It worked out really nice. And what I'm going to end up doing is putting this in my wife's car, since I already have one that permanently mounted and hardwired in on my car, one that I reviewed earlier, which I still like. And I like this one so much, this one is going into my wife's car. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have one of these in your vehicle. People are driving more distracted than ever, because most of these folks out there, I got to tell you, can't drive to begin with, and then you start putting electronics in their hand and their cell phones and everything. Now they're driving distracted, even worse than if they were drunk. And when I'm driving home in traffic, at least, at a very minimum, 50% are screwing around with their cell phones, either talking or texting or whatever, and it's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. So cover your butt. This is as good as having a lawyer in your car. Really, really good. There's video and pictures are worth 1,000 words, especially in a court of law. Get it? $90. Great stocking stuffer. Holiday season's right around the corner. Right now, GearBest has a serious sale going on. A real serious sale. I was supposed to mention this at the beginning, but I'm having a terrible day. They have something, I guess it's really big in China. They call it the 1111 sale. 11111. 1111. Because November is 11, and then the day is 11, so you have 1111. That big sale's going on. So check out GearBest. Big sale. Big sale going on. And then I guess that's why this is $10 off of what it normally is. Link is in the description box below. I think that's it. Okay. Highly recommended. The only gripe that I have on this unit is it uses a mini USB instead of a micro USB. I like everything to be standard micro USB. All my cell phone and all my other Gizitry and Wizitry is all micro, not mini, but it's no deal breaker. Alright, well thank you very much for joining me here at the GearBest channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.